Welcome to Club LP, a brand new show hosted by yours truly, Caleb Persinger, on the Lancaster, Ohio Paranormal Film Club Network. This show will be covering the topic of paranormal pop culture. For this to be a part of a larger network with dozens of shows ran by local club members. Currently, I'm the only club member, so you're stuck with this show as is. In all seriousness, today's episode is going to cover the most hated person in the paranormal community right now. And he just so happens to be a comedian. But folks, this is no laughing matter. What we're talking about today is Matt Rife. He's been under fire recently for acquiring, in quotes, what I really mean to say is buying the Warren estate and museum. He's now the legal guardian of the Annabelle doll and the rest of the Warrens' collection of haunted objects. This does not mean he's the owner, just that he's the legal guardian, along with his friend, Matt Stone, which I've never heard of before today. Of course, I've only ever heard of Matt Rife from Ghost Adventures, and I didn't even know he was in there. I saw him a couple times before that. I didn't even know he was in the paranormal field. This is why people are getting upset at him, because it's like, what are you going to, you're telling me some poser guy comes here and he's all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I'm part of the paranormal community. I have worked my whole life to do this. No, you haven't. The hell are you talking about, Matt Rife? God. Some people, you know what I mean? Jeez. Just disappointing to see, that's for sure. He's a charlatan. I tell you, a charlatan. A faker. Okay, so let's get into this. I believe I have some photos of him. Give me a second. Oh my God. Jesus. Holy hell. He's got his own. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh Jesus. Well, folks, I do have some photos here that I got of him that I can pull up here. Let me go ahead and view this image. All right. So here's one. Here's one of Matt. Just make sure that's working. Here's an image of Matt right here. Yeah. Yikes. As you can see, he's 100% trying to be Zach Bagans. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. I think Zach Bagans might have the same image. Almost exact identical. Oh my God, look at his eyes. His jawline. Plastic surgery. You didn't hear that from me, but pretty much. Let's zoom in. Can we enhance this? Can we enhance this? Okay. Sweet Jesus. Oh my God. He's got attached earlobes. Oh jeez. I don't even think he's human. Jeez. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Matt Rife. This is him in a nutshell. Who and what he is can only be described as just a poser, a fake poser. Here's what happened. Here's what I think happened. Okay, so let me explain to you. Let me explain to you why Matt Rife is the center of so much controversy right now. Matt took to Twitter to announce that he had acquired, that he had bought the Warren estate and supernatural collection, being the legal guardian of all the Warrens' haunted objects. Here's the Twitter video from August 3rd, 2025, where Matt Rife announces that he's bought the Warren Museum.
Super random but incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum with my very good friend Elton Castay. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world.
Why the hell should it be in your hands, Matt Rife? Someone that I didn't even know existed not into the capacity of paranormal investigations. This guy, Matt Rife, I think the first time I saw him, he was getting hit on by some, 47-year-old at the Comedy Store, I think. And that was his whole thing for a while, as he played into that. What? And now he's saying, and what he's saying is true. It's possibly the most important collection of paranormal items out there. I mean, the only other person is Zach Bagans. But honestly, as far as pop culture and whatnot goes, and what has had the most impressions on the average community as far as paranormal goes, it's the Warrens and it's their estate. I don't see how Matt Rife could make any stake of claim that it's a responsible decision to give him the Warren estate. It should be given to someone who has been tested and tried. That's like me getting the estate. That's like me getting the estate. It was like someone coming up here and saying, "Hey, Caleb, I got this good offer for you. You want to buy the Warren house and estate?" Like, are you kidding me? They'd say, "What? This guy, this psycho?" Anyways, I don't see what Matt has to do with any of this paranormal stuff, considering he's a stand-up comedian and a part-time paranormal investigator. How could you be part-time? This stuff goes deep. This stuff runs deep.
Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost...
And see, he's talking to his fan base because they don't know what the hell he's talking about. Because they're like, what? This guy's a stand-up comedian, isn't he? He's got no loyal fan base in the paranormal community. He's irreparable. There's no reputable sources who will back him. Zach won't back him. I'll go get in that into a minute. He's got money. He's semi-famous. He's not even really a famous stand-up comedian. I guess he's got a Netflix special, but hell, I could get a Netflix special now. So, I don't think he's got anything. I don't know. I don't think he's got anything to do with anything.
Stuff. This is about as big as it gets. It means that Elton Castay and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll. I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the...
Yeah, so he doesn't own the items legally. And his other friend, Matt Stone, I think is what he said. Yeah, he doesn't legally own these items. He just is basically leasing them out for 5 years. So the only redeeming quality or feature that I think this could do is if perhaps in 5 years Zach wins the lease or buys the lease off of him or whatever. However, you would have to do that contractually. That's the only way I think he could redeem himself. I don't even, yeah. So he's not even the owner. He's the legal guardian. I didn't know you could be a legal guardian over an inanimate object, by the way. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, they're haunted. They're definitely haunted, and they're spiritually charged. But I mean, in the eyes of the law, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. So basically, he's the legal guardian over, items and toys and furniture, sometimes, whatever, right?
Guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warrens' house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it.
This is what we're talking about. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Feast your eyes upon this. That is the only reason he bought this, is to make money off of people in the paranormal community. To make money off of them when he's not even a true-blooded paranormal investigator. He's not part of the community, man. And he's doing it to make money off of us. He's saying, I got a little, it's like the stick and the carrot. He's dangling the little carrot and he's saying, oh, looky. This will be a good, profitable thing, what I can do. Looky, guys. Want to come investigate all these items? And then the general population is involved too, because he gets them from his comedian phase, his comedian gig. And he's got them, and he's got the stick, or he's got the little carrot, and he's saying, look, guys, you want to come investigate, the Conjuring movies, and the Annabelle movies, Anthony Horrorville, that one? You want to come investigate, and come, spend $700 a night or $1,000 for a weekend? You want to come spend $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, and I'll even let you investigate the little thing. I get this little carrot for you. Is that what you would like? No, Matt. No, that's not what we want. I don't presume to speak for the entire paranormal community. I'm sure there's some people out here who see this as an opportunity to get access to a place that was once restricted. But I just see it as a hungry money grab. I see it as a hungry money grab, as it is. I mean, that's exactly what he's doing here. And whoever can't see that has the wool pulled over their eyes, so far over their eyes, it's not even funny. Normally, our community, Matt, is a little more receptive to hoax. And it's a little more receptive and a little more open-minded about things. So if you think you can pull a fast one on us, I think you gotta restructure your thinking. But then I want to take you, so that's Matt, and that's the center of the controversy. But it goes deeper than that. 4 years ago, Zach Bagans came under fire when allegations that he canceled a whole bunch of shows on Travel Channel came out. Allegations, of course, were later found out to be false. As it was revealed that the reason Travel Channel canceled all of these shows on their network was because the Warner Brothers Discovery merger. A man during all of this controversy about 4 years ago who came out and said not only did Zach Bagans get everyone fired and got the shows off the network, but he dropped a bombshell in the paranormal community. Well, what a lot of people think was a bombshell. He revealed that Zach Bagans had stolen the idea of the haunted museum that he successfully run Las Vegas, Nevada, the Warrens and their museum, after he got in a private tour from a buddy of theirs. Well, I mean, they were dead at this point. Rest their souls. God rest their souls. But, relatives owned it and whatnot. It goes that Zach Bagans got a tour of the Warrens' estate and their museum, and that gave him the idea to turn a profit in his already known paranormal circles and start his own paranormal museum. And, people can say, I mean, they didn't copyright. It's not something they copyrighted. And theirs wasn't really a museum. It was really kind of, tucked away, unaccessible. Zach made his museum accessible to all. I mean, if you're willing to pay. I know the prices are a little out there, but there's some specials and whatnot. And it's a large museum. Flash forward 4 years to present day. And Zach Bagans on Twitter writes, "To the hundreds of people who have sent me and keep sending me the Annabelle doll / Warren Occult Museum news, no, I did not have the opportunity to purchase, nor did I hear from Matt Rife about it. Wish them the best with their project." And this was written on, you can see here, on an iPhone Notes, the Notes app on iPhone. It wasn't a very official statement. I don't even know. Why wouldn't he have just typed it out? I feel like the black bold on the white background, I think is in itself sending a message. He writes this on August 4th, 2005, a day after the news is broken. And it's crazy that it's thousands of people, saying, hey, he ripped you off. To me, this is Zach livid, upset that Matt Rife went behind his back. That Matt Rife, he considered to be a friend and colleague, after an appearance on Zach Bagans' show Ghost Adventures. I have that right here. Zach says, and I quote, "Matt isn't just some random guest. He is a serious paranormal investigator that's done hundreds of investigations. He and I have also investigated before at my museum." Was from a 2025 episode of Ghost Adventures, part of their 29th? Wow. Part of their 29th season. The episode where Matt guest stars. It was a pretty fairly chummy episode, a classic Ghost Adventures, if you will. And then this happens. Matt Rife, I assume they filmed it like way back in 2024, I believe. So Matt Rife, about a year later, just behind Zach Bagans' back, it just stabs a knife right in his back. Do you know what Zach would have done to get his hands on that stuff? He could have put that in his museum. Oh, he's got to be livid. This is livid. And Matt is just so out there in his own world, his egotistic world, so... What do I want to say? He's so unaccustomed to how the paranormal community reacts to things that this was what was on his Twitter that I just found today. Let's see. That on August 4th, the same day that Zach's tweet was from August 3rd. So August 4th, a day later, Matt Rife posts on his Twitter, "Thank you, bro. If you ever get a chance to go to his haunted museum in Vegas, do not hesitate. One of the most impressive things I've ever seen." Praying emoji. Or that could be clapping emoji. I don't know. But I say praying emoji. You better be praying, Matt, because you're done for. What are you talking about, man? First of all, he says, "Thank you, bro." You broed him? You don't bro the king, okay? That's like I go up to Mr. President Donald Trump, or whoever it is at the time, and I say, "Hey, bro, what are you doing?" Like, no, you don't do that. You don't bro the king. You don't bro the Baggins, all right? You don't. You do not bro Zach. If you ever get a chance to go to this museum in Vegas, do not hesitate. My man, you will open a competitive museum. Are you crazy? Are you insane? Have you gone out of your mind? Like, I just don't understand. He's trying to be coy. He's trying to be chummy. Zach is livid at you. Can you not understand that? I mean, he didn't just write a tweet out. He didn't just write a post on X. He literally typed it out on the Apple Notes and then took a screenshot and then posted it. That's some stuff you have to think about. And you got to think about that stuff. And you got to be like, holy goodness. I'm livid right now. What do I do? And this is exactly what's happening. Matt, you're so far gone, Matt. You're so far out of the loop. Your comedian days, I think, are just getting to your head. I don't know what you're doing over there. Probably hanging out with Andrew Satino or something like that. Who knows, man? I want to quickly go over this. Adam Berry, he's a psychic, famously known for being an executive producer on Kindred Spirits and Ghost Hunters, which are two very popular Travel Channel shows. I actually think Kindred Spirits is the only show on Travel Channel still running that isn't just reruns of old episodes of that show. They're the only show on Travel Channel, to my knowledge. Maybe them and Paranormal Cotton Camera, but I don't consider that a show. So, yeah, they're the only show to my knowledge that is still actually running episodes on Travel Channel. So they've survived for a long time. He's a pretty reputable guy in the paranormal community. Now, he makes this statement in a tweet. Posted to X, Adam makes the following statement. At our new paranormal museum in Provincetown, Massachusetts. Who needs to buy an existing one when you've already created your own? With your own collection. Come visit us at Cape Cod at Sanctum Paranormal. That is literally a direct dig in stab Matt Rife. It has to be. And if you got a guy like Adam Berry, who is a pillar in the community, and you can clearly see that, like, this guy, you know, he speaks for people, more people than I would speak for, and he's upset with the fact that any Joe Smo can come into this. Any Joe Smo can come into this community off the street and start a profit mining farm, like, right away. That's insane. And that's, I think, the moral of the story here is that Matt Rife didn't earn his wings, and now he's trying to fly the 737 straight across the Mojave Desert, if you know what I'm saying. And that, I think, is just unacceptable. So, Matt, I have to just make this call out to you. Please reconsider. Please reconsider, and please consider giving that collection to the public in some capacity at like Zach's museum. That'll be all for today, folks. That'll do.
No way.